there's two sides to it, especially see, I'm the co-founder, and I'm having the title of chief of people. So you have a team where you have to take into consideration um, their willingness, their comfort, and so we went with some of these standard tools. That's because that's what the team felt is a safer way. These are the tools, the adopts. Let's go with that. And sometimes as a especially being a co-founder, and so you cannot force things upon. It has to be adapted after going through. So we went through the whole process of going through a standard tool, which was, I wouldn't say was not doing the job. They were able to upload files of resumes. They were or scheduling, rescheduling, stuff like that. But the 80%, I'm sure everybody here who is into hiring and recruitment will agree that 80% of a team's effort goes in screening the profiles, right? And that's where the manual task, and that's where it becomes mundane, as well as very, very time consuming. And by the time you get the best one, either the candidate is not available, and then you schedule. So it's a long process. I see already a question for you, Joe, if you see on those lines. Yes, so those were the benefits we were not getting from those tools. While the generic benefits of having a tool for hiring, like these are the resumes, this is scheduling, rescheduling, and finally, people can have a status, a generic report was there. But what we needed, and I would confidently say that with Zappyhire, and so we were looking for innovative tools finally, right? And as I said, that our heart lies there, where we believe that with the power of AI today, you can make automation absolutely, magic, right, for people. So we were looking for tools which had adopted AI to make the experience more engaging. Number one, faster for the team. Number two, and very complete experience, right? Right from application to interview to the offers, right? So that's what came with Zappyhire. The first was, I think they have two ways of doing it at stage one. So the applicant can apply, and a chat comes up, and they start chatting with you intelligent based on the criteria you have given. So it feels like somebody's already engaging from the moment one. I would word of caution in that is sometimes if you have put too rigid criteria, like you have only 3 years plus or 5 years plus, and with this, so maybe the result from this chat can be a reject because they are putting the rules a little bit more rigidly. So you have the other option where you have a recruiter agent who is giving you a lot of profiles, and it can be uploaded in one shot. So what Zappy does is it goes through that, matches with your criteria, your JD description, and gives you a percentage, right? Whether it is 70% matching, whether it's 50% matching, and I think that's where things get smoother, right? So it takes a lot of load of screening the profiles, and ready to be scheduled for an interview. So that I would say is a big thumbs up, and our team is really, really relieved. And the comes as very nice, a chart which says the percentage. And then after these screenings, pre-screening, engagement, the scheduling, rescheduling is the standard thing. It also takes away a lot of load of the team, but the best part there, I would like to share my experience is, if you are using the tool for the interview, because you can obviously use your existing links like Google Meet or whatever, but if you're using Zappyhire tool, what they do is they record the interview, right? And so what are we missing today with work from home? We are not meeting the person, right? It's something at camera we are seeing. So apart from technical questions or interview process, we have to there's a lot of softer side of things, right? People see when you meet a person, you connect, you see their body language, you see how they have come and how presentable they are, how confident they are. There's so many things, right? So with a standard tool, a lot of people can fake that if you're not there's a chances at least, right? But here I think you guys are using intelligently the AI power, because where they go a little more deeper than the technical rounds, only to tell you that how was the tone of the person, right? How confident he or she was while answering this particular question, right? So it gives a little more in-depth insight about the candidate, right? Because they
Yeah.
record and
Yeah.
analyze.
Personality trait. Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, it is very handy when they collate all the rounds of interview and give a 360 view, and not like what your interview has said only, because the interviewer can feedback their responses and give a thumbs up or thumbs down, right? But also the tool analyzes with the power of AI. Between this interview, this is how things flow. So I think it at least tries and manages to bring back a lot of the human interaction which we used to have, during not work from home days. So these are the features, right? This engagement, the fast way of screening, and then bringing the AI power to analyze and give the insight. So I would
Yeah.
write
Right.
like bring that as the major benefits, I would say, right?
Thank you.
So